Welcome to the U.S. Soccer Development Academy U-16-17 Girls Playoffs as we're coming to you from Group C with number 13 seeded Real Colorado facing the number 19 seed NYCFC. I'm your host, Mark Serban. It's a pleasure to be with you as you're getting a good look at your referees. Laura Rodriguez is the woman in the center for this afternoon out of Texas South. She'll be flanked by Adrian Doherty out of South Dakota. Nestor Reyes will be assistant referee number 2 on the far side out of Cal South. And Anthony Chica out of Cal North will be the man in between the benches. This should be a really good matchup between Real Colorado and NYCFC. Real Colorado come into this match finishing second in the Frontier Division with a record of 17-5-6. Their 27 goals against was the third best defense in the Development Academy this season. Only Crossfire Premier and LAFC conceded less goals. And there is Real Colorado in their all-white strips. They're unbeaten in their last 5 coming into the playoffs, Real Colorado. 3-0-2, finishing the regular season with a 1-0 win against the Colorado Rush with their center back, Porter, scoring the goal just 3 minutes from full time. NYCFC finished third in the Northeast Division with a record of 18-9-4, scoring 79 goals in the process. It's a good look at Real Colorado's head coach, Jared Spires. He said that our team has more fun than anyone else. He also said that defending has been an emphasis coming into this tournament. He said our defending early in games throughout the spring, they've had a tendency to ease into games and concede early, so he wants his side to be focused from the very beginning. So we are all set for kickoff. Real Colorado in their all-white kits, and they'll be attacking to your left against NYCFC in their traditional jerseys, attacking to your right. And Lassiter will get it back to her center back as Real Colorado will come forward. For Real Colorado, this is their first DA match in over a month. They finished their season on May 19th, but they have played games scrimmaging collegiate alumni and their U-19 teams. The past week as well, they had U-20 women's national team players and Real Colorado alumni Jalen Howe and Sophie Smith come in for training. And just for good measure, they brought Ashley Sanchez along with them. So even though they haven't played a game, they've had some real good competition of late. And they're facing real good competition here on match day 1 in Group C against NYCFC. And NYCFC inviting Real Colorado to come up. As the ball comes forward, Stanisic gets her head to it. Tiger wins it. And this is Aguero up top. Has her pass picked off by Welsler. But going the other way is Motaika. Motaika has an option out wide. Instead, she takes it into the channel, and it's cleared away by Real Colorado. This one of 81 games today, the most games of the 625 that are being played over the last week and this week here at the SoCal Sports Complex in Oceanside. U.S. Soccer Development Academy playoffs and showcase for both the boys and the girls, comprising of just under 7,000 athletes from 410 teams. As Aguero hoists in the cross, and it's too close to the keeper who makes the save. Makowitz plays it quickly. And that's a good ball threaded through, and a great job to dive and win that back. As Johnson pops it up in the air. Johnson able to win it back. Has Vucinovic to her right, but Johnson cuts back inside. Now looking for the run on the far side of Brenner. Kaylee Brenner has a goal in each of the last 2 games to end the season for NYCFC. It's been called into action on numerous occasions to get in on the end of these balls that are coming forward for her. Is Etienne getting back? But it's Real Colorado going the other way. Near side for Schubert. Schubert being watched carefully by Zoe Tiger. And it will be a corner kick for Schubert and Real Colorado. First of the game for either side. A good look at the battle. And it was a good slide by Zoe Tiger. Thought that it hit off of Schubert last, but instead it'll be a corner kick for Real Colorado to be taken by Budney. U.S. national team player plays it across, bounces in the box, and Etienne will clear. Out wide for Bundy. She sends it back, and it was a dangerous ball, but it was just over the head of Schubert. And the quick outlet. And now it's NYCFC off to the races. Aguero. One back by Real Colorado on the far side. And a good job to spin away with it from Joella. You can see NYCFC begin to confront right at the end of that center circle. Before that, they let Real Colorado pass it around the back, but now they begin to hassle and harry and win it with that high pressure. And going down is Vucinovic, and she wins a free kick for the side based out of Orangeburg, New York. So it's Motaika's over it. Hoboken, New Jersey native will look to swing this into the mix. Well, it's a good deep ball. Makowitz comes off her line, and she punches to safety. Good look at Lassiter and Vucinovic. That'll be a good battle all afternoon. Jackie Lassiter, very good at anticipating passes and jumping into the passing lanes to intercept. Gonna have her hands full today with this front three of NYCFC as Aguero plays it across. And good defending on the far side by Bundy. Allows Real Colorado to clear. Tiger cleared only as far as Schubert. And Etienne does a great job to get back and win it for NYCFC. Haitian U-20 International lays it off. And this is Cora Creighton. We'll leave it off for Lois Stanisic. And Makowitz will come all the way out of her box and let it roll in. We'll keep it on the floor as she lays it out for Lassiter. Oh, correction. It was Lexi Porter whose pass was almost picked off, but the ball stays with Real Colorado. And this is Porter once again. Head coach Jared Spires described her center back Porter as a warrior, said that her and Ashley Buck are really the leaders in the spine of the team, the two center backs. Lassiter's getting up on this near side. As Porter plays it forward. Oh, it's a lovely touch to bring it down from Schubert. But there's Etienne to make the interception for NYCFC. Forward for Aguero, who's bundled over. No foul, says referee Laura Rodriguez, and Real Colorado will play on through their goalkeeper. Off for Ashley Buck. Lassiter. And a little touch back from Wessler. So Real Colorado side loves to attack down the flank. That's where most of their goals originate from. But they have to beat this first line of pressure that's applied to them right around the halfway line from NYCFC. As this time it's Johnson who comes over and forces the errant ball from Buck. And Buck will play this one across for Leah Beyer. Cora Creighton gets it into Etienne. Brother Derek Etienne plays for the New York Red Bulls. Motaika making the run forward. Buck gets there first. Motaika able to get a foot in and not allow Buck to clear. Now Lassiter with work to do. Uses the safety valve in her keeper, and the wind catches that one and takes it out of bounds. Well, Etienne, a U-20 Haitian international. Her brother, a full Haitian international, as well as playing for the MLS side, New York Red Bulls. And her dad, a former international and former Long Island Rough Rider. So this will be a goal kick for Real Colorado. 9th minute, and no chances to tell you about so far. This ball drilled into the feet of Lydia Totten, unable to keep it, and it's NYCFC to go the other way. Aguero. And coming back to take it off of Aguero's feet was Bundy, unable to make the clearance though, and the chance could be on here, and a great tackle to keep them from getting a shot off, and now a battle along the end line. Question is who to go off last. Real Colorado, first kick of the game for NYCFC. Well, it was Leah Beyer who flew in and got the challenge absolutely right. Any contact and the referee would have pointed to the penalty spot. And then they were able to kick it off the feet of Byers. The cross comes in, and still something might be on here. NYCFC hit the post. And Real Colorado will get the relief of the referee's whistle. Have the game's first chance in the 10th minute. It was NYCFC hitting the post off a corner kick. So the ball swung in, and it's important to win that first ball. NYCFC did that, and then the second ball came out to Brenner, and that one looked destined for the far corner, but the post comes to the keeper's rescue. Well, it didn't hit off the post. Judging by that rebound, it was Lexi Porter who made the save. So cleared off the line by Lexi Porter. And now chance at the other end for Schuper, taking a little bit out wide. Well, was almost able to roof it into the net, just a bit too high in the end. And from no chances in the first 10 minutes to 2 chances inside 50 seconds, yet it remains 0-0 between Real Colorado and NYCFC in the first match here in Group C. So it was a great ball. She had split the center backs. That's where it took her a bit too far out wide and made the angle tough. Well, she is still almost able to force Julia Doley into action. Now NYCFC's on the charge. It's Brenner on the far side. Brenner pulls it back, trying to get beyond Beyer. Brenner puts it across, and it's cleared away by Lexi Porter. Oh, Creighton goes down, but she doesn't get the free kick, and it'll be a throw-in for NYCFC. It'll be taken by Cora Creighton. 12 goals, a really good return for a left back. Just shows you the danger Cora Creighton's capable of when she gets forward. So here comes the other number 5, this for Real Colorado, and it's Schubert. Her pass is cut off by Zoe Tiger. Back for Julia Dole. returned to NYCFC after helping the U.S. U-17 team qualify for the U-17 World Cup by winning the U-17 CONCACAF Championships. Her U-17 head coach, Tracy Kevins, is in Oceanside watching this tournament. So all these players have a chance to make an impression on the U.S. Youth National Team staff, as well as many college scouts and the U.S. Soccer Development Academy's network scouts as well. 27 of the 140 U.S. Soccer Network scouts are in attendance in Oceanside over these 2 weeks. But during the regular season, the 140 network scouts had watched approximately 3,000 games. Brenner's free down the right-hand side again. Byer flying in to get another block. And it'll be the second corner kick of the game for NYCFC, who were so close to scoring off their first one. Fourteenth minute. Fourth official getting a ball, which he will send in. That's what this stoppage in play is. Motaika now sending that ball over towards the corner flag. Well, now we have the most important thing you need to play soccer, so we can do just that. Be another in-swinger from the far side. 4 players crashing the 6 for NYCFC. It's over all of them, including the head of Aguero. Up the line, and Motaika stepped in and poked it away from Schubert. Went off of Schubert last, and it will be NYCFC's ball. Good look at Aguero. He's been in multiple national team camps and will attend Penn State University in 2019. Head coach Freddie Green saying, Aguero can hurt you in so many ways. And this is Aguero. Oh, good job to keep that ball. It's 2 players for company, still able to get the cross off. But those 2 defenders did enough, and it'll be a goal kick for Real Colorado. Real Colorado missing 3 of their players, Violet Munnelly, Caroline Flynn, and Remy White through injury. Oh, excuse me, that's NYCFC missing those players through injury. Once again, no Violet Munnelly, no Caroline Flynn, and no Remy White for NYCFC this afternoon. Stanisic comes across to make the challenge. Free kick called against NYCFC. So there's the foul. Creighton coming over to help Stanisic. And then received a little push for her troubles. So it'll be a free kick. This one will be flighted into the mix. And it bounces all the way through. One back at the top of the box by Lassiter. Over for Schubert. Cleared away. That'll be a throw-in for NYCFC. NYCFC attack versus the 3rd best defense in the Development Academy, but it's Real Colorado who's doing the attacking here. As Lassiter couldn't get on the end of that, and Motaika will shield it out of bounds. As Dole quickly takes the goal kick. Aguero in a battle with Porter. Gets there first and guides it back to her keeper. This is Lexi Porter. Rolls it across for Ashley Buck. A driven ball intercepted by Stanisic. This is Etienne in the middle. Back for Dole. Stanisic. Over the top, looking for the run of Aguero. Buck is marshaling her. And Buck able to stab it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for NYCFC. Toss forward, Aguero on the turn. Buck able to get a foot in. Spates at the top of the box, it's Johnson's shot. And will bounce wide. So not a bad effort from Ellie Johnson. Committed to play her college ball at James Madison University in 2019. Haley Makowitz, a member of the 2001 U.S. Youth National Team pool, needs to get her shoes sorted out before she can take this goal kick. That's a good captain, Lexi Porter, coming over to tie your shoes. Now Haley Makowitz can take this goal kick. It's a good look at head coach Jared Spires. Porter, Buck. Front three for NYCFC have pressed their lineup about 20 yards higher from where they were at the beginning of this game. This time the ball went over them, and Real Colorado will have a throw in midfield. One by Vucinovic. Brought down by Etienne. This is Ellie Johnson. Uses the safety valve in her keeper, Julia Dole. U-17 international pumps it forward. Good shielding from Vucinovic. And Motaika making a run up top. Heavy collision. It'll be a throw in for NYCFC. Corinne Motaika looking for options. Wessler. Johnson battling for it. She goes down, and she wins the free kick. Well, it looked like the ref had pointed the other way. That's Real Colorado's ball on the far side. Stepping in and winning it. It's still bundling down the far side, trying to get to it, but over is Buck. And that'll be a free kick for Real Colorado. Nil-nil in the 21st minute between Real Colorado and NYCFC. Sky Blue PDA and Rain Academy, the other two teams making up Group C. They are playing as we speak on another field here at the vast SoCal Sport Complex in Oceanside, California. Johnson. Etienne. Getting back to win the ball is Meg Bode. Bode gets it again, picks her head up. Slides it out wide. This is Schubert. Schubert pulls it across, Dole out, missed it, and the header out of bounds. So it'll be a corner kick, second of the game for Real Colorado. And it was Schubert creating the danger down the near side once again. We said the majority of their opportunities come from the flanks. And Schubert showed her strength, put in a good ball. Dole was not able to get something on it, hit off the head of Creighton. But she didn't know where it was. Lucky that didn't fall back into her net. Instead, it goes out, and a player goes down, and the referee points to the spot. It'll be a penalty for Real Colorado. So the corner kick came in. And it was Sarah Guest who dragged down a Real Colorado player. And now the responsibility to put up Real Colorado from the spot falls to Meg Bode. Bode looking for her 13th goal this season from 12 yards out. It's Bode versus Dole, and Dole wins. Getting down to her left to make the save, and it remains 0-0 in the 23rd minute. Well, the shot was well directed, but it lacked the necessary pace. Dole did well to get to the right side and make the save. Well, that's why she's rated so highly, Julia Dole. Johnson had her jersey grabbed. Referee lets play go on. And Porter will get it back to her keeper. The midway point of the first half, 0-0 as Meg Bode just had a penalty saved by Julia Dole. But Real Colorado continued to attack. Well stepped in by Sarah Guest. Porter to bring it forward for Real Colorado in the 25th minute. Vucinovic unable to get the return ball. And Bode threads it through. This is Totten. Leads it off. Bode was looking to get on the end of that ball, but it was unable to get over the top of the back line. It'll be a free kick for NYCFC. Played to the feet of Aguero. It's a good run from Creighton on the far side. Aguero came across to get it. Aguero looks like she's shaping up to shoot. This is Aguero! Well, it had the keeper concerned, but it flashes past the far post. And it'll be a goal kick for Real Colorado. But there you see the danger of Aguero. Did so well to create that space for herself to get the shot off. Could tell she only had one thing in her mind. Just unable to pick out the corner in the end. Buck not allowing Aguero to get the ball on the far side. And this is Porter. Scorer of the Real Colorado's last goal in their 1-0 win against the Colorado Rush to end the season back on May 19th. Oh, this is a good run. Had everything but the end product from Addie Bundy. Bundy playing up from the U-15s. It's a 2002 Youth National Team player, Bundy. Well, you can see why she's playing up with skill like that. Brenner Had her shot saved off the line early on, Brenner. Vucinovic is in and the offside flag is up. Still, though, take nothing away from the save of Haley Makowitz. Full stretch to deny Vucinovic. It was a smart run by Vucinovic. Just has to hold it a second more before running across the back shoulder of the defender. Still, Makowitz, go ahead and put that on your highlight reel. This one runs past Totten. Etienne. Unable to fight her way through two Real Colorado players. This is Julia Dole in the 29th minute. Header won by Creighton on the far side. Creighton seizes the loose ball and plays it forward. Gets it back. He's looking for the run of Aguero. Buck gets there first. Unable to keep it in on the far side, Real Colorado. Be a throw in for NYCFC. Real Colorado came in the 13th overall seed. NYCFC 19th. Aguero. Etienne. Brenner. Can't get around Leah Byer. Good defending from Byer. Byer's always been a real solid defender, but head coach Jared Spire says this season she's really improved the attacking part of her game. Something that's required of the modern outside back. Creighton sends it in. Vucinovic. Aguero makes the run. Motaika overlaps. It allows Aguero to go inside for Ellie Johnson, who lets one go. And even though that shot is wide, head coach Freddie Garin coming to the top of his technical area and applauding the effort, letting his side know he really likes the movement of the ball. Johnson's put herself in good positions in the first half hour, but they're nothing to test the keeper on that occasion. So it remains 0-0 between Real Colorado and NYCFC. Ellie Johnson was part of a corner kick, played it across for Brenner, whose shot was cleared off the line. And then at the other end, Megan Bode had a penalty saved by Julia Dole. And that is why we're still scoreless, just past the half-hour mark in Oceanside. Bode unable to turn Etienne. And the U-20 Haitian International wins a free kick for NYCFC. We talked about this Group C having not only these two teams, but also the Rain Academy and Sky Blue PDA. Is that the group of death? Certainly 4 quality academies in this Group C. 2 of them have shown very well here through the first 31.5 minutes. Etienne doing everything required of that number 6 position, stepping in and winning that ball and starting the attack. However, it's swept back to the keeper from Lassiter as Vucinovic was chasing. Neatly brought down. Looking for Schweppert. Schweppert had her poked away from her. Lassiter jumps in, and she'll slice this into the box, but coming out to take is Dole. Dole directing those in front of her, and will roll it out to Stanisic. Far side Creighton. Creighton trying to pick out Aguero. Aguero lost sight of the ball, so Porter steps in. Real Colorado so comfortable playing the ball around the back, even under pressure. Well stepped in by Tiger, and she wins the free kick for NYCFC. 34th minute. Lassiter. Schweppert. Tiger's touch falls to Bundy on the far side. Bundy unable to get the space she needed to get the cross off. So it'll be another goal kick for NYCFC. Dole's goal kick. Brought down for Wessler. This is Schweppert. Loves attacking down the wing and getting these crosses off from the left-hand side. She's done that here. Schweppert did so well, but Dole's a boss in her area. That cross too close to her in the end. It's anything in the 6, and Dole is going to be the first one there. Well, Brenner took this ball down before Aguero. Now Aguero gets it. Tried to lay it off into the path of Brenner. It was too far ahead of her. Stanisic clears it, only as far as Wessler. Near side for Schweppert. Is she going to run at Motaika again? Another stellar challenge from Etienne. Showed too much of it, though. Schweppert tried to pop it over the top, and Creighton will get it back to her keeper. Dole getting everyone forward inside the final 10 minutes of the first 45. Flicked on by Vucinovic. Aguero, one-on-one against Porter. Aguero spins. Vucinovic back into the path of Aguero. And this one off of Porter last. Third corner kick of the game for NYCFC. It was good defending from Porter. Didn't allow Aguero to get the cross off, and then almost kept it from going over the end line. That's Sarah Guest coming over to take. Sarah Guest out of Rye Country Day School. At the top of the box for Etienne. First touch lets her down, but it comes back out to Guest. Guest. Tiger. Top of the box, Aguero spins. This is Aguero. Out wide, it's Brenner, and it's another tremendous challenge to make sure that Brenner couldn't get a shot off. Well, Jared Spires said he wanted his side to really concentrate on the defensive side of their game, and they've done that very well in these first 35 minutes. Well, it skips through, all the way through for Makowitz. Quick distribution for Schweppert. Good defending from Tiger. She gets it off to Motaika. Johnson was unable to find Motaika with the return pass, so it'll be a throw-in for Lassiter. Inside for Wessler. And she'll send it all the way back for Buck, who will leave this one off for Beyer. Beyer and Buck have both made important blocks in this game to keep it at 0-0. And Lexi Porter cleared another one off the line. At the other end, Meg Bode missed a penalty, guided it toward the corner, just not enough pace on it, and it was a good save from Dole in the end. And this is Guest, has the eye for the killer pass this time, plays it into the feet of Brenner, looking to combine with Aguero. Aguero, she's thinking about it, now looking to thread it through. And coming to overtake is Meg Bode. Totten leaves it off. And this is Schweppert. Tia Schweppert. Cleared away at the top of the box by Stanisic. And Stanisic will punch it away at the second time of asking. Only as far as Buck. Buck can't get it past Johnson. Vucinovic will get it back to Buck. It was the right idea from Johnson, but Vucinovic didn't make the run, and so it'll be a throw-in for Real Colorado. This is Ashley Buck for Real Colorado in the 40th minute. Slips it inside for Bode. Plays it over the top. Looking for the run of the attacker. Instead, it's played back to Dole. Look at that for a piece of distribution from the U-17 international. Up the line, just too far ahead of Brenner. It will be a throw-in for Beyer on the far side. Heading into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Guest gets it back to Stanisic. Inside for Etienne. Lovely move to evade the defender. Leaves it off for Johnson. Johnson had Creighton making a run into the channel, but was cut out. Good job to step into the passing lane from Real Colorado, and now they can go the other way. And any chance of a break was quickly quashed. And now it's NYCFC's turn to see if they can fashion something. Ellie Johnson in the 41st minute. Plays it across. Vucinovic was able to get her head on it, but it will roll into the feet of Haley Makowitz. Good hold-up play from Totten. Lexi Porter. Ashley Buck. Buck rolls it into the feet of Totten. Space out wide for Bode, looking to get to the byline. Bode pulls it back across, and a flying save from Dole. It was Totten who got the final touch, but Dole able to keep it at 0-0 for NYCFC. This was a great run from Meg Bode. Put it across, and Totten did well to get a foot on it and direct it goalwards. But there was Dole to make the save for NYCFC at full stretch. The other end, it's Vucinovic. Plays it for Brenner, but Bayer's there first, and she'll sweep it clear. Good crowd looking on. Perfect day to watch some soccer in beautiful Oceanside, California. Just about 35 minutes north of San Diego on a good day. About an hour and a half on a bad day by California traffic standards. And I'm not kidding about that. Space for Wesler to run. Gets it out wide for Schweppert. And Motaika got back. But it will be another corner kick for Real Colorado, their third of the match. And so many of their dangerous moves have come down this left-hand side through their number 5, Tia Schweppert. Four players in the box for Real Colorado. Now 5 as Porter comes in. 2 other players at the top of the box. This one over Dole and over everyone. It'll be a goal kick for NYCFC as we head into the final minute and a half of the first 45. It's a good corner kick played in by Alexis Wessler. Box-to-box midfielder Wessler, head coach Jared Spires says, continues to improve every single day. And that was very close to an Olympico. We saw one yesterday at the U-15 level. Claire Moultrie scoring an Olympico for Long Beach FC. Into the final half of the final minute of the first half. One by Bode. Etienne hounding her, and she wins it back for NYCFC. Guest with room to run. He was trying to play it through for the run of Aguero. There will be 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half as Porter steps in front of Vucinovic. Schweppert doing a good job to keep the ball for Real Colorado. It's one back by Motaika. Schweppert wrestles it away for Real Colorado. Real looking to attack through Bundy. It's a good ball to the far side. Bayer unable to chase it down. Is getting there first was Creighton. Had Totten making the run in front of her. Instead played it further forward and just over the outstretched boot of Wessler. This is Vucinovic. Vucinovic combining well with Motaika. There's 2 players hounding her, Vucinovic, somehow able to turn out of it and played that ball just a bit too far ahead of Aguero. So Porter will get it back to her keeper, who promptly gives it back to Porter. And the 2 of them play catches. They bait Aguero forward. But the clearance is out of bounds, and it's a throw-in for NYCFC. A good look at the scouts who are on hand. Plenty of opportunities to be seen by college coaches, U.S. Youth National Team coaches. Aguero inside for Vucinovic. Back to Aguero, just beyond Johnson. Smack forward for Totten. Lovely touch to bring it down and go the other way. Gets by Tiger. And over to mop up is Stanisic. Look at the watch from the referee. And not enough time for NYCFC to fashion one more attack as it ends 0-0 after the first 45 minutes. Still plenty of opportunities at both ends. As first, Kylie Brenner had a shot cleared off the line by Lexi Porter, and then at the other end, Meg Bode saw her PK saved by Julia Dole. So at the half, it is Real Colorado 0, NYCFC 0. We'll be back with you for the final 45 minutes here on USSoccerDA.com. Final 45 minutes between Real Colorado and NYCFC underway. One change to tell you about at halftime as Angela Aguero has come off and has been replaced by Juliana Basile. Basile making her 28th appearance of the season and has 3 goals as this cross comes in, and taking it cleanly is Haley Makowitz. It's a good battle between 2 U.S. national team goalkeepers. Big reason why it's still 0-0 here in Oceanside. It's the 13th seed Real Colorado and the 19th seed NYCFC. And there is Basile chasing, but they work the ball around the back so smoothly, Real Colorado. Wessler's pass goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for NYCFC. Well, somehow NYCFC able to keep the ball. Creighton takes off down the near side. Real Colorado force it back into the middle for Johnson. Now it's into the channel for Creighton, who continue to run. It's a beautiful ball, played across. And getting a foot in once again was the Real Colorado defender to not allow the shot off. That's the 3rd block to save the opportunity of a point-blank shot in this game for NYCFC. Great recovery on the defensive end by these Real Colorado defenders. But they're on the back foot once again here. Johnson slides it through. Far side, Basile. Basile leaves it off. Almost got the return ball from Vucinovic. Had Brenner defined in the middle, but Real Colorado able to get it clear. And this is excellent work on the far side to keep that ball for NYCFC. As Johnson played it for Vucinovic to make the run, but instead it will be a throw in for Real Colorado. Lassiter's throwing, 48th minute. Still no score between Real Colorado and NYCFC. Some last-ditch defending from Real Colorado, making sure that NYCFC doesn't even get shots off from dangerous positions in the box. Did have an effort, cleared off the line though in the first half. And this is Joella. Weaves her way inside, goes down under the challenge. No call, says the referee, and Etienne spins away with it. Tremendous skill from Etienne. Helped Haiti U20s to become the first ever U20 team from the Caribbean to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. Etienne played every minute of those qualifiers, including the 1-0 victory against Canada, which took Haiti through to the U20 World Cup. So Etienne, a part of history with the Haitian national team at the U20 level, now a part of history here today in the first ever match day of the girls' U-16-17 U.S. Soccer Development Academy playoffs. Coming up next here on USSoccerDA.com, we'll turn our attention to the U18-19 level with SC Del Sol taking on the Boston Breakers. Boston Breakers have scored 169 goals this season. So it'll be a corner kick for NYCFC. That ball, easy pickings for Makowitz. Run to the top of her box. We'll distribute it quickly. Bundy gets it out wide. Joella making a run down this near side. She'll get it, cuts back in. Oh, the space is open for Schweppert. It's Schweppert. It's another tremendous save from Julia Dole. Julia Dole to the rescue once again for NYCFC. Can understand why she's in that pool of goalkeepers vying to make the U-17 national team that will head to the World Cup in Uruguay. And it'll be take two for Real Colorado from the corner, their fifth of the game. And Joella has been very important in the attack here in the early going, the second half for Real Colorado. To the bottom of your screen, Ashley Buck is up from the back for this corner. Byers at the top of the box as well. The entire cavalry is up from the back for Real Colorado as this one swung in. And a header on it, but it's wide of Dole's goal. And it'll be NYCFC ball. She's been very good with her hold-up play, Lydia Totten. One of two freshmen on this team for Real Colorado. This is Lola Stanisic. Forward for Basel. NYCFC come away from the scrum with the ball. Creighton trying to play it over the top. Porter heads it only as far as Brenner. Brenner unable to shake Byer. Still able to get that ball into space. Creighton unable to keep it in. It's a good effort from Cora Creighton though. It's the thrower taken by Byer. Plays catch with Lexi Porter. And Bundy gets it back to Buck, who will get it over to Porter. Bundy. Schweppert has three players making their way in the box. Schweppert goes inside, leaves it off at the top. It's Bundy's shot, and it sails over the crossbar. Another good effort from Bundy. As Bode let it run and Bundy hit it first time. Just didn't get over the ball as she went to shoot. So it'll be a goal kick for Julia Dole. Just made big saves in both halves. First to deny Meg Bode from a penalty in the 23rd minute. And then just a few minutes into the second half, the save at the near post to keep it at 0-0. Stanisic launches it forward. Byer able to get a foot in to get it away from Brenner. Over the top and out of bounds from Cora Creighton, so it'll be a throw for Real Colorado. Sky Blue PDA and Rain Academy rounding out Group C. They're in the second half of their match over at another field here at the SoCal Sports Complex in beautiful Oceanside, California, just north of San Diego. Bundy spins. Good 1-2 between Joella and Byer. And Byer's gotten inside here. Coming over to help is Bode. Bode able to spin away from four NYCFC defenders. Lays it off across the top of the box, but making the interception is Etienne. Johnson gets it over for Guest. Helps it onto Motaika. Out wide for Basel. Basel chasing. and is able to take it off the foot of Buck. Plays it to Vucenovic. Basil continue to run. Vucenovic being hounded by Wessler, able to get in front of her. And then poked clear by Bayer. Stanisic. Etienne. Stanisic again. Slides it inside for Johnson, who gets it back to Stanisic. She'll pop it over the top. And it's cleared away by Lexi Porter. And then Stanisic is whistled for the foul on Joella. Correction, Bode, who went to ground. Good refereeing by Laura Rodriguez, as Stanisic went through the back of Meg Bode. Ashley Buck's free kick in the 57th minute. Finds its way through to Schwepper. And that blocked by Motaika. Well, they're going to say it didn't hit off Motaika, so it's going to be a goal kick for NYCFC. A couple fans on the far side didn't agree with the call. So we'll take a look here. And well, it's hard to tell from that angle whether or not Motaika got a piece of it. Well, that's what she thought about it. Julia Dole's goal kick, helped on by Etienne. Basil coming back for it, flicked away from her. And Wessler will get it back to Buck. Buck thought about going over the top. Instead, we'll get it off to Porter, being policed by Basil. Back to Buck. Checking inside his boat, and she'll get it. Etienne is watching her, forces her back with it. Kept in by Joella. Still going Joella. Still going Joella. Joella has a crack, and it's another flying save from Dole. Tremendous run from Hannah Joella. As Joella cut inside, had the beating of Creighton. Then skipped past the next challenge of Tiger and let fly. But it was Dole once again to keep Real Colorado off the board. Good silky run from Hannah Joella. As the early cross comes in, over the head of Hannah Joella. And it will be a throw-in for NYCFC, who have their elastic goalkeeper to thank for the fact that it's still 0-0 in the 59th minute. Well, Real Colorado have had the better of the chances here in this second half. And that will be a free kick as Joella goes to ground. It'll be the game's first yellow card as well, issued by Laura Rodriguez, and it goes to Cora Creighton. So waited almost 59th minute to get the game's first card. That's a yellow to Cora Creighton. And it's Buck who's over it. The referee not happy with something, so Buck will take it again. Buck's got a smile on her face, a cynical one. She was happy with the ball she sent in. Take two for Ashley Buck. This time the captain plays it short and out of bounds, as she was looking for the run of Bundy. Buck steps in. Bode able to ride the challenge of Etienne, who brings her down. No foul, says the referee. This one popped to the near side. Joella gets inside of Creighton. This is Hannah Joella, plays it across. And coming over to make the block was Tiger. Brenner. Buck steps in and wins it again. So this will come back to Lexi Porter. Etienne for NYCFC. Space to go the other way. This is Vucinovic on the far side. Has Basil ahead of her, elects to play it on the overlap. Inside for Basil. Vucinovic making the run, went on the wrong side of her, and Lassiter will clear. Past the hour mark here in Oceanside, 0-0 between Real Colorado and NYCFC. Real Colorado has fashioned the better chances in the second half, but Julia Dole has made some sensational saves to keep it at zeros. The other end, Haley Makowitz called into action in the first half. Hasn't had much to do here in the second. As a dangerous ball back and almost seizing on it was Bode, and she'll win the throw-in. And she smartly waits for more white jerseys to get into the attack before taking it. And this is Bundy. The 2002 U.S. Youth International gets it out wide. They need to get that cross off quicker, Real Colorado, and it's NYCFC to go the other way. Inside for Wessler. Unable to get it forward for Bundy. Oh, another dangerous back pass. And Dole comes out and calls for calm. Now she's just going to hold on to this and let everybody catch their breath. '63rd minute. Stanisic shows out, but instead the ball will come to Tiger on the far side. And Dole will send it long. Basil comes back to retrieve. Pushes it forward for Brenner. Brenner working against Beyer. Has the overlap. Brenner instead tries to go by. Beyer won't let her. It comes out wide for Creighton. She miscontrols, and it'll be a throw-in for Real Colorado. A good job by Beyer to stand up Brenner there, but she needs to get that ball out wide quicker. Wessler in the middle for Bundy. Over the top for Joella, unable to track it down, and it will be a throw-in for NYCFC. Hannah Joella has been a nuisance in this second half, especially off the dribble for Real Colorado. And this time Joella whistled for the foul. It's good work from Ellie Johnson. Brenner runs out of your picture. She's looking to stretch the defense. And this ball will come looking over the top. Goes by Johnson, tracking it down as Basil. The halftime substitute, looking for options ahead of her. Slides it out wide for Brenner. Back to Basil. Brenner can't get to the byline as she's stuffed. It's good hold-up play from Totten to win the throw-in for Real Colorado. Won by Johnson. Had her jersey tugged by Wessler, and it will be a free kick for Ellie Johnson and NYCFC. And a yellow card being shown to Wessler by referee Laura Rodriguez. So Wessler lost it, had her hand on the jersey. So yellow card to both sides. Creighton in the 59th minute, Wessler in the 65th. And now Laura Rodriguez will hold this free kick up as she's going to bring on some subs. And it looks like it'll be a double substitution. Or no, just a single one for NYCFC. And it's Vucenovic whose day is done. Checking in for her is Olivia Higgins. Higgins making her 9th appearance of the season. It's good to see Olivia Higgins out there. Has not played since before the showcase. It was held in North Carolina in the spring. Higgins will graduate in 2019 and then we'll head on to Indiana. As Dole comes out, she missed it, and rolling it into the net is Real Colorado, and they have the 1-0 lead. Tia Schweppert rolls it into the empty net as Dole came out and hesitated, and Schweppert punishes her. It's the long ball over the top. Dole came out, realized she wasn't going to get there. She freezed. Schweppert took it around her and rolled it into the empty net. Beautiful ball out of the back over the top. Schweppert gets there first, and Schweppert puts in the game's opening goal. One 0 Real Colorado in the 67th minute. The ball over the top. Buck is there. And it took a touch off of Brenner on the way. It'll be a goal kick for Real Colorado.
What else do you want? Come on. Good ball, Ellie. Let me something happen.
Think I'm not trying?
Come on. Put the high pressure now. Let's go. Hey, up.
Hey, high pressure, guys.
Let's go.
Substitutes have come in for Real Colorado. Haley Harnish has entered the fray. Byer flying forward. Harnish with her first involvement. Harnish's cross is blocked, and it's off of Stanisic last, so it'll be another thrown for Real Colorado. Harnish making her 27th appearance of the season. Head coach Jared Spire saying of Harnish, if I had one player in the box to finish off a chance, she'd be my first choice. High praise from Jared Spires. It'll be a throw-in for NYCFC. Avery Vanderven has also come into the match for Real Colorado. Very technically sound player, Vanderven, getting her 20th appearance of the season. Totten battling. Stanisic dispossessed by Harnish. Harnish rides the challenge, gets the cross off. It's a good ball in, and Dole takes it. Dole getting everyone forward. It's a perfect ball that was played in from the back. Forced Dole into a decision to come off her line. And Schweppert beat her to the ball to score the game's opening goal. And now NYCFC must get forward here. Thrown for Lassiter on the far side. Rolled across midfield. Vanderven is on it. The two substitutes combining. Harnish puts it into the danger area. Etienne clears it only as far as Lassiter. She has a go, and it's pushed around the post by a flying Julia Dole. Good effort by Bayer. Dole at full stretch, pushing it to safety. Sixth corner kick of the game for Real Colorado. In swinger from the far side. This one gets hung up in the air a bit. Cleared away at the near post. Buck able to get it back out wide. Schweppert being hassled and hounded on the far side, but she wins the throw-in. Oh, correction, it was Bundy who's twisting and turning but unable to get away from the two NYCFC defenders that were keeping her company. Send into the box again. The Bayer's on it if they'll lay it back to her. Instead, the shot is flashed just over the crossbar from Harnish. Well, there was Bayer waiting, but Harnish turned and said, I have space for a go. Just didn't get it to drop down in time. Lovely turn, one little touch with the outside of her boot to set up the shot, and then fired it over the crossbar. Towering header by Vanderven to keep it in the NYCFC end. Harnish is on it. Stanisic shielding her off the ball. Harnish able to win it. Still going Harnish. She pulls it back across with a shot into the arms of a well-positioned Dole. Booted forward, looking for Etienne. Won back by Real Colorado. Vanderven. Such a technically sound player, Vanderven. Buck trying to get it forward. Headed back by Higgins. Higgins goes to ground, as does Brenner. Still somehow able to keep it. Unable to get by Bayer. And now it's Higgenhurst to go the other way. And it rolls out of bounds for a Real Colorado corner. 7th of the game for Real Colorado. And it's Addie Bundy coming over to take. Playing up from the 15s, Addie Bundy for Real Colorado 16-17s. And the box-to-box midfielder looking to serve up Real Colorado's second goal of the match. This will be an outswinger from the near side. It will be a goal kick in the end. And NYCFC are getting ready to change goalkeepers. So Julia Dole will come out in the 75th minute of play. Made some tremendous saves. And she'll be replaced by Rachel Ross. Ross out of Yorktown Heights, New York, making her 21st appearance of the season. So a new goalkeeper to take the goal kick for NYCFC. So we're heading towards the final 15 minutes here on match day 1 in Group C of the U-16-17 Girls Development Academy playoffs. Schweppert inside for Totten. Skips over her boot, and it's NYCFC to go the other way. Beautifully bought down by Basil. And stepped in by Lassiter on the far side. Lassiter bombing forward, goes down and will win the free kick for Real Colorado. That was Lexi Porter who made that lung-bursting run. She was bought down. Six players making their way to the top of the box for Real Colorado. This one driven in and skips all the way through to Rachel Ross. One back by Bundy. Forward by Stanisic. Headed back by Byer. Over the head of Bundy. Buck steps in. And Bundy's back to mop up for Real Colorado in the 77th minute as Porter gets it back to her keeper. Byer, Buck. Bought down by Harnish. Harnish couldn't get by Creighton. Correction, Higgins came on for Creighton. This is Higgins again making the overlap. Ball comes back to Stanisic. And Higgins has continued to run forward here. It's cleared away from her. Johnson. It's a good idea, but needed to get that ball over the top. One back in midfield by Creighton. Lassiter steps in. And it'll be a throw-in for Zoe Tiger on the far side. Bundy intercepts. Inside for Bode. That's a gorgeous ball slid through for Harnish. Harnish is in the box. Harnish saved by Ross. Harnish hits it off Stanisic and wins the 7th corner kick of the game for Real Colorado. There's Harnish, and that last touch just took her too far out wide. And Ross had her post covered. Ross sticking out a boot to make that save. Made absolutely sure she wasn't going to get beaten at the near post and did well to cut off the angle to the far. There's another substitution being made by Real Colorado. And on comes Shiloh Miller, making her 26th appearance of the season. And Miller will go right to the corner flag to take this corner kick for Real Colorado. So we are now in the 80th minute of play. It's floated to the back post. Ross is off her line, and it sneaks in. I believe it's Vanderven who got the final touch. Miller's corner kick, pinballed around in the box. And there was Vanderven to sweep home. Another look again. They won the first ball, cleared off the line, and then Vanderben able to poke it home. Persistence paying off for Real Colorado and Vanderven as they take a 2-0 lead heading into the final 10 minutes. And Jace Holmes has checked in for Real Colorado, who now have both freshmen out on the field. Holmes along with Totten, the two freshmen on this team. Real Colorado 10 minutes away from going to the top of Group C. Rain and Sky Blue PDA playing in the other match here in Group C. Real Colorado will play the Rain Academy on Tuesday, while NYCFC will face off against Sky Blue PDA in a very good tri-state area battle. That one will have a bit of a local rivalry flavor to it. Schweppert in the 67th, Vanderven in the 80th. And that is where we stand, 2-0 in favor of Real Colorado. Reminder that coming up next, we'll have the U-18-19 girls playoffs for you. It's the Boston Breakers Academy taking on SC Del Sol. The Boston Breakers running rampant during the regular season, scoring 169 goals. It'll be fun to watch that attack against a very organized SC Del Sol defense that can also get forward as well. The question is, can anybody stop the Boston Breakers from scoring? This will be a goal kick for Rachel Ross and NYCFC. Real Colorado have done such a good job to win the first and second balls. Really haven't allowed NYCFC to find any openings going forward. And they've been very dangerous attacking down the flanks today, Real Colorado. And they're 2 goals to the good heading into the final 7 minutes of play. Brenner had a shot saved off the line in the first half. Gives it up to Harnish. Harnish gets around Stanisic. Tiger coming over and poking it away from Harnish. But it will be another corner kick for Real Colorado. Their 6th of the half, their 9th of the game. Harnish has been very dangerous since coming on. He's gotten free on a couple of occasions, Harnish. Had that breakaway saved at the near post by Ross. And earlier than that, took a shot at the top of the box that fizzed just over the crossbar. As this time, it's Holmes who will take the corner kick. Miller took the last one. And this one goes out of the field of play. Heading into the final 6 minutes here at the SoCal Sports Complex Stadium Field in gorgeous and sunny Oceanside, California. Perfect place to have 81 games in a single day and 625 over 2 weeks. Don't really have to worry about the weather too much when you're in Southern California. Well, you do, because if it rains, everybody goes haywire. But it hardly ever rains here. And all of us who've gotten to travel to Southern California are really enjoying it. Producers just got in my ear and told me that I jinxed everyone. We'll see. Final 5 minutes between Real Colorado and NYCFC on match day 1 in Group C of the U-16-17 U.S. Soccer Development Academy Girls Playoffs. And Real Colorado just managing out this game. Real Colorado 5 minutes away from their 14th shutout of the season. Etienne trying to turn the Academy's third best defense, unable to. Gets back to Stanisic. Into the feet of Brenner. Able to spin, trying to get into the gap, but Holmes cuts it off. This is a good run from Motaika. Puts it across. Lassitered just enough to get it clear. Still work to be done though. Johnson's shot is charged down. Bundy continues to defend on that far side. And then Creighton running out of bounds on the far side. Up next for Real Colorado is the Rain Academy. And they will finish off against Sky Blue PDA. Switch those fixtures, and that's what you'll get for NYCFC in the final 2 match days. Only the group winner goes through to the quarterfinals. And then the 4 winners will head to championship weekend, July 8th through 11th in Kansas City. The assistant referee on the far side has his flag up, so it'll be a free kick for Real Colorado. So we're into the final 3 minutes of this one. First half, a very evenly played affair. Second half, Real Colorado really took the game by the scruff of the neck. And they have 2 goals to show for their enterprising play. Etienne, so good in that number 6 position. Good combination play between Brenner and Motaika. Motaika works her way into the box. It's still going. The opportunity's on, and flying off her line to make the save as the keeper. She's out of the net, and the chance skied over. So close to pulling one back, Sarah Guest. So Motaika playing it across. And it was good work from Basil to get herself free, but there was no way past Makowitz. However, Guest had an empty net as Makowitz was in no women's land, but she could not pick it out. And the clean sheet still intact for Real Colorado, looking for their 14th in just their 29th game this season. Etienne trying to change that for NYCFC and set up a very nervy stoppage time. Had a late goal in our first game. LA Galaxy San Diego pulling it back to 3-2, but unable to find the equalizer against Penn Fusion. But it's Real Colorado going forward through Bundy. Space in the middle. Well held up by Schweppert. Beautiful management laid on from Tia Schweppert in Real Colorado. But Bundy will be unable to chase it down on the far side. A reminder, one more game coming your way today here on USSoccerDA.com. U18-19 playoffs, Boston Breakers versus SC Del Sol. But for now, Real Colorado trying to get over the finish line with a 2-0 lead over NYCFC. Well, anything can happen, but it's so important when only the top team goes through to get the 3 points on match day 1. And especially if the Reign PDA match ends in a 1-1 draw, then Real Colorado would really be in the driver's seat. "3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this one. 3 minutes for Real Colorado to find their 14th clean sheet of the season. Came into the game 27 goals against. Only LAFC with 24 goals against and Crossfire Premier with 22 had given up less. Space to spin on the far side. And now it's time to hold it in the corner. Higgins will take the throw-in. Back to Higgins. Etienne had it poked away from her. Bundy. We'll get it back. To Bayer. She'll send it all the way back to her keeper. This is Buck. Her and Lexi Porter have been stellar in the center of defense today. Just as head coach Jared Spire said, they're really the anchors of our team. Stepping in to win that challenge is Motaika. Motaika shielding out of bounds, and she'll have the throw-in. Wants to take it quickly. Brenner stopped to run down the line. Motaika has it poked away by Vanderven. Scorer of the second goal for Real Colorado. As it stands, it's Tia Schweppert who has the game-winning goal for Real Colorado. Opened the scoring in the 67th minute. Tia Schweppert before Vanderven poked home at the back post. 10 minutes before full time. Final minute of the minimum 3 of stoppage time given by referee Laura Rodriguez. Stanisic plays it through. Brenner comes back with it. It's Stanisic again. Stanisic slides it inside for Creighton. Creighton played the reverse ball. And coming off her line to take is Makowitz. Just seconds now. Makowitz will take all 6 of the seconds that she's allotted and will roll it short. Fire back for Makowitz. Laura Rodriguez checks her watch. Etienne intercepts. Etienne has a rip right into the arms of Makowitz. And that will do it. Real Colorado run out 2-0 winners on match day 1 over NYCFC with goals from Tia Schweppert in the 67th minute and Avery Vanderven in the 80th. And they get their 14th clean sheet of the season to boot as they go to the top of Group C. Well, that will do it for the 16-17s. Time to turn our attention to the 18-19s and the Boston Breakers Academy taking on SC Del Sol, and we'll have it for you coming up right after this here on USSoccerDA.com.